Well, I ate all the sausage and shrimp. It had a lot of rice in that dish, which is okay, but my metabolism is diminished. I'm going to take the corn and the potato home, but I ate all the etouffee meat, and I'm leaving some of the rice for later. It was a tasty etouffee. If I was in an etouffee mood, it would satisfy my mood. It wasn't bad to any degree, but if I'm going to be honest and objective, I like Papado's has a much better etouffee in my opinion. And as a matter of personality, excuse me, got the hiccups. I prefer crawfish etouffee. Shrimp etouffee is good, but I prefer crawfish etouffee, which Papado's has, and I prefer there. I've got the hiccups. Landry's, for those of you who have been, Landry's is a seafood house, and I don't know if the DFW has one or not, but they're down in the Houston and along the coast areas in Louisiana, and there's even one in Birmingham. I've eaten at several Landry's, but I like Landry's etouffee. I've had, and other Cajun places in Louisiana, I've had better etouffee, but their other seafood here is excellent. One of the best seafood meals I've had in a long time was their classic snapper. That was fabulous. And I really like their, I don't know if it's boiled or broiled, but they have shrimp, crab, and lobster combo. That was awesome last time I was here. This is one of my new favorite restaurants, Tejun in Keller. It's the Texas Cajun, Tejun. And my brother-in-law humorously said, just like everything else, they have to do it a little bit better. I get the humor, but I'm going to say, no, Louisiana does Cajun better. And my root beer here, which I mixed some of the Big Red with the root beer, and that didn't work. They have mug root beer, which is my least favorite. No, that's not true. There's an Australian root beer, which I think is purely awful, and I've forgotten the name. But that's the worst tasting root beer. And I want to say Virgil's. I'm not one. It's one of those natural types, and I've forgotten which one it was. I want to say it was Virgil's, but that may not be accurate. A little foodie root beer talk. If y'all remember Fanta, you got it out of a fountain. They have all kind of fountain flavors, not fountain, Fanta flavors that come in a bottle. But they no longer have the Fanta. That was my favorite root beer. Was Fanta root beer. I can't find it anymore. I like Ramblin'. I like IBC. I like Hires. I like one of my favorite sipping root beers. It's more of a what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, it's kind of an elite root beer. It's called Henry Weinhard, and they're mostly out west. It has a nice vanilla honey taste to it, and it's a fine type of root beer that you sip on. Now, if you just want to, Barks is one of my favorites, just a good drinking root beer, but you don't want to drink Henry Weinhard. You want to sip on that and just enjoy the flavor slowly. It's something that foams up fine and slowly. That's good. That's a mark of a good root beer. And it does that. I'd have it when I was a truck driver. I'd get them and I'd sit it down in my cup holder, and an hour later I'd notice it's fizzing over. It's like it was foaming up, but it was doing it very slowly because of all the truck vibrations. Anyway, I'm a root beer lover. I'm a foodie, and in my title, I think I say I'm learning to cook, but that's not entirely true. I make a stab. I fixed some scrambled eggs and sausage this morning, but I pretty much never cook. I'm going to try some kebabs that I bought stuff for at the grocery. I'm going to try it when we get back home, but I don't know what I'm doing. I would love to learn how to cook seafood. Oh, I'd learn to do that and do that. I've been grilling salmon and cod. I've been getting some cheap cuts at the grocery, but you have to cook them up pretty quick or it's going to spoil. I've been grilling those. We've got one of those new griddle type grills that you just plug in, and it's working. I'm not the best cook in the world, but it's cooking it up, and I like fish. Even if you don't season it up, just butter is just fine. Butter is awesome. Anyway, I'm open to learning to cook. I don't have the skill for it or the patience. Okay. So that's going home with us. She enjoyed her shrimp again. In my opinion, the boiled or broiled, I assume they boil it. They have several combinations here. You didn't want to look at the turtles out there? Bye.